Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as we continue my adventures on SnowRunner and hard mode. Today's day 39 of my daily day-a-day run-through of SnowRunner, where basically I'm running 1 hour of my time, which equates to 1 day in SnowRunner every day. Today we're going to keep on with the Michigan logging tasks. Hopefully we will get through logs to the workers, where we've only got 1 to go, and we'll then decamp out of Black River and head over to Smithville Dam, where we'll start to do some of the medium log runs for timber at arm's reach. So without chattering on anymore, let's get stuck in and load up. So we're using the Fleetstar as our loader of long logs. I think our loader of all logs. Up these two as one go. Nope. Be the last log we load in Black River. Hopefully it will be. Let's just see if we can drive ourselves out of here. Oh, yes we can, despite the deep muddy bits. Just come over here and park up on the grass. Should do. got lots of fuel, so that's okay. Pack the cargo. And we're good to go. So we're going to head over in the P16. We're going to head over to the quarry to deliver these long logs. Now I'm going to go this way because I realised I did an economy comparison or a fuel comparison between running this way and running back down the main road. And I realised afterwards that I'd been a bit unfair on my run this way because I'd actually got myself stuck in the river for a bit. So I thought, well, to be fair, I should probably try and do a straight run, not get stuck in the river, and see if it comes back about the same. Now we started with about the same fuel, a little bit less. So we should hit the gateway with 200 litres or a little bit more. But we will see. This will be our last time coming out of Black River with a load on. So we won't be coming back to Black River again for the rest of the game. In the P16, well, gradually, as part of today's activities, we'll be decamping all of the other vehicles out of Black River, heading over to Smithville Dam. Just going to attach the winch to that tree, even though I don't really have to winch. By doing this, it pulls the tree a bit lower in the water, which means then I can run my wheels over the top of it, as you saw, and break it. Whereas if I'd not winched and just run at it, I would have sat there and bumped into it for a while. Yeah, so last time I headed way over to the left because I wasn't watching where I was going and ran into the tree stump on the left, which then I had to reverse back and fiddle about, and I think it cost me probably 20 litres of fuel by the time I've done all of that. So to be a bit more unbiased, into something. Not sure what caused us to stop there, but we'll get over to the other side now. It's a P16 doing what it does best. Goodbye river. I think we'll do another river crossing. jump in the driver's seat. The easy run through here. My windows need a clean. Starting to get a bit dirty. Yes, so this will be the end of Black River as such. Nothing left to do here. And the remaining logging contracts will load the logs elsewhere, either in one of the other 3 regions, depending on what we're doing. Now, I'm pretty sure the other 3 regions each only load one type of logs. Smithville Dam loads medium logs at the logging station. Drummond Island has long logs, and Island Lake has medium logs. So Black River's the only spot where we load both, which is why I'm running these long log runs through from Black River into Smithville Dam. The ones into Island Lake I'll do from the Drummond Island logging station because it's a little bit closer. But it's a lovely day for a drive today in Michigan. We're going to head down to the quarry. Just need to make sure I've got my concentration on when we get down there, because Quarry is not the easiest spot for the P16 to play. There won't be any brave attempts at climbing walls or anything silly like that in the P16. I'm just hesitating because I'm looking at the damage on this truck. It's got a little bit of damage on it. So what I'm going to do is just pull into the garage here. And then I'm just going to pop into the garage where I'm going to jump into the International Transstar. Now, I've not used this for anything, so I figure, just out of fairness, I should use it for something. So it's going to have the incredibly important task of hooking up to the service trailer here and acting as a bit of a mobile service spot. Okay, and in fact, I'm going to move it so it's close to the road for everyone else, even enough. Let's fix the Pacific while we're here. Then I'll pop it out here into the main road. Or maybe we'll just leave it so it's... Yes, it can just stop here and wait. Because its nose will be close enough. If we stop that one there, he can now be a mobile fix shop for everyone as they come past. Okay. On to matters more important. Let's continue with our logging. Oh, and after all that, I didn't even look at what the fuel was when I went through the gateway. I'll have to watch it back on replay. So this will probably be the only actual delivery we'll make today, because the rest of the day I reckon we'll be spending moving the fleet back from Black River. I'm going to start with the Fleetstar to bring that back around the main road, past the Kodiak, and onto the town. I might. In fact, I probably will try and tow the Kodiak as I go. I think I'll use the Fleetstar as the front truck so I can keep a close eye on its crane. The Fleetstar's going to be very tippy, but I think we should be okay to tow the Kodiak back to the town, and we'll team up with the Western Star, I think, because those two are both going to be heading down to the logging station. But first we have to negotiate the Quarry. fill up from this trailer. Go. Head down into the quarry. Going to head around the top and do the tight left-hand turn. I think I've said before that quarries, there's no easy way into the quarry. Whichever way you go, it's got something you have to be worried about. I've got two options here. I can either keep going straight forward and run around the quarry, but then I've got that tight right hand turn there near the down arrow, or I can take my medicine and do the tight right hand turn here, which makes the rest of it easier. So we'll give that a go. I just have to be aware of where the trailer is. I'm going to go super wide and then I'll reverse back. Again, super wide. A few little efforts of reversing now. We should make this corner in about 3 goes. Just a bit worried I'm going to bump off this bridge here a bit more than I expected. I'm hoping that we'll sort of flop down and it'll be okay. Actually, this is working out better. Push the tail back a bit. A bit of trouble. Yes, I'm trying to get the wheels to turn. It doesn't want to. Come on, you can do it. That's it. That'll do. That'll get a bit bashy, but we'll get there. The important thing is not to throw the timber off. Okay, get away from it. Okay, that was pretty messy. And we did bump here and there, but we got there in the end. Definitely could have done better, but could also have done a lot worse. Should be fine to pull up here now. Just come on, you can do it. There's these loose rocks act as real stoppers for the P16. It just doesn't like loose rock. It also doesn't like to steer. Basically goes where the rear wheels push it. We'll get a bit of a run up. Cheapest creepers. We are having some trouble today. Go that way. Alright, finally. Ta-da, but it was worth it, because we've now completed logs to the workers. Hooray! So those workers have now got logs. Again, coming out, it's more just a matter of trying to avoid the robbly rolling boulder stones. And getting a bit of momentum. Because we don't have anything in the back. So it's a matter of picking our way through. Trying to miss the worst of the loose rocks. One. Come. Nearly there. Often the P16, it's just a matter of just rolling back a fraction to generate a tiny bit of momentum. Just something can grip. I think we've been caught by that tiny little stone on the front wheels there, maybe. Which is just a bit weird in itself, but that's okay. Right. Now we're going to just run around the whole way around. Not going to take that left-hand turn. We're not going to try and scale the wall. That big rock might be annoying. This is the story of the P16. Obviously right on the edge of its grip or drive or something. So it only takes a small rock to cause us to slow down. As long as we avoid the big ones, we'll come out okay. Hooray! So that wasn't pretty, gotta say. Probably not the best run anyone's ever done into the Quarry in the P16, but we got away with it. And we won't be coming back there again. there and park. So that gives us the P16 happiness. So now we're going to start the somewhat mundane task of bringing the trucks back from Black River into Smithville Dam. I'll try and tag team up a couple of them if I can, but I'm very aware that last time I did that I tipped over the Fleetstar and caused an inordinate amount of damage. Generally felt very bad about it. So I will be a lot more careful this time. Now obviously the Fleetstar's not got a lot of weight on it. This crane is heavy, but it's not like a cargo. But it's the angles that it'll throw you at that are the real challenge. You don't want to get onto too much side angle because it will tip over very quickly. Lewis Hamilton coming back from this logging station. We'll cruise along a bit. The mountain bridge for the last time ever. Bye bye mountain bridge. Alright. Just bring it a bit. I've got the engine on, so it shouldn't ram into the back of the Fleetstar as we're going along. I'm only bringing the Kodiak back like this, just to save time. Otherwise I'll have to bring the Fleetstar back, then bring the Kodiak back. So by towing, basically saves me the time of doing it twice. Have to remember that the Kodiak is slightly to the right of the Fleetstar. They're not, because it's not tracking directly behind it like a trailer would. We should be okay. Left the timber at arm's reach contract up the top, because that's the one we will be doing. So we're going to be doing a bit of fleet manoeuvring before we can actually start loading up and delivering to that. Hopefully we'll get the Fleetstar and White Western Star in place for this contract by the end of today's session. Let the Kodiak go here, because then it can bring one of those fuel trailers when it comes. Meanwhile, over here and do much the same again, but this time the White Western Star. Oh, actually, I'm going to hop back to the Chev because I'm pretty sure I left that running. Yes, I did. Very quiet little engine that it has. So rather than let it, or leave it running while I go elsewhere, GMC we'll come back to in a minute. Let's come back and set ourselves up for on. Just a bit worried about it coming around that corner, that we don't take the trailer off. Nope, we've done well. Again, I'll bring it up quite close behind so I can keep an eye on it. Yeah, so this will make this a bit of a slower trip, because obviously once you're towing another truck, go much slower. But it'll be quicker than doing it in 2 goes, I think. And we'll tow this guy up to the Smithville Dam garage. I don't mind one truck towing another like this on relatively main, straight, easy roads. But you just have to be super careful when you're towing around on a muddy track or around tightly curved roads, as I found out a few episodes ago. Just in case you haven't seen that, I was towing the Fleetstar behind the White Western Star. Fleetstar had a load of cargo in its tray, also towing a fuel trailer, I think. And the White Western Star was towing a service trailer. No, a curtain side trailer. Anyway, back from in Smithville Dam, back from the gateway into Drummond Island, down the main road, I managed to go round a corner that has some bollards, some concrete blocks on the inside of the corner. Didn't really think about it as the White Western Star went round quite happily. But the poor old Fleetstar started by ramming them and then effectively was pulled over as we went round the corner. So, a bit of a track down play is that you've got to watch the inside of the corners for any possible obstructions, which you always do when you've got a big trailer on it. Unfortunately, I didn't really think about it when I was towing. So we tipped over and damaged the truck a lot, but nothing we couldn't fix. Eventually sorted it out and kept going. But that's the sort of adventures you have. Travel, thank you. So there we are, back in Smithville Dam. I'll bring these trucks up to the garage, fuel them up, fix them up, and then head on down to the logging station. Now, I'm going to do this in 2 runs, I think. Had enough of towing. It's just a short run up to the garage. Fleetstar's not damaged at all, so I don't have to worry about repairing the Fleetstar. So we'll just run straight on down to the logging station. We can get a bit of a wiggle on down here, but just have to be careful not to crash into those rocks there or generally mess up. Just again, important to try and guess where the undulations are, but we don't go too far sideways. Oh boy, that was close. So I've got nothing to help me there. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to be a bit of a vandal this time. After that, I'm not going to try and bounce across the field. I'm going to just come straight down here, this little roadway. So sorry about your fence, Mr. Farmman. It's only a little bit. Cut across the field. We can get along at a fair pace. Just have to not climb the walls too much. I'm sure this, yes, I wouldn't put money on it, but I'm sure I will tip this truck over at some stage. I'm trying very hard not to, but I'm sure at some stage I'll do something, well, a bit like where we came around that corner. It was very close to a tip. And it's that easy. Just got to get one side, drop down, and all that weight in the crane just pulls it over. Okay, we're heading up here to the logging station, where we will set up and wait for the White Western Star to turn up. Again, I'm going to want to try and set myself up on flat and square to the about there. Looks good. Yep, those anchors are good. That's pretty good. We might as well pop out 3 medium logs. Ready for when the White Western Star gets here. Speaking of which, he's got a little bit of damage to the truck, so we'll repair that on the way past. As good as it can be. Head up to the logging station as well. this logging station. Tomorrow, I think now, we'll be doing 1 load of medium logs to the forester's house and 2 loads of medium logs to Bill's house. The forester's house I'm not too worried about, because we've sort of been past that a few times. I know that run. It sort of heads down towards the drilling site. Stop engine. We'll just repair the White Western Star. He's beautiful and clean and nice. Well, not repaired the panel work, but at least we repaired the mechanical work. Yes, I'm not too worried about the run to the forester's house. That should be pretty easy. But I am concerned about the run to Bill's house. Bill's house is up a hill. We've been there before. I think it's where we had to deliver, I think it was some vehicle spare parts or service spare parts for the well task. And it is muddy, relatively tight, and slow going, which will be a real challenge with the heavy medium logs in. But hey, that's what we do SnowRunner for, a bit of a challenge. Now, having broken his fence before, I'm going to do it again to avoid that corner. Come over and come through the same hole we made last time. At least we won't make 2 holes in the fence. Well, 2 holes in this fence. That big rock. Arriving at the logging station. We'll pull up next to the Fleetstar. One's lucky. There's always stumps, tree stumps, just where you don't want them. I'm going to try and set this so, yeah, that'll do. Now hopefully we should be okay to load both the front and rear. Might even run it backwards a fraction, we'll see. Okay, it is now 6:06, so I'm not going to start the loading, but I am going to try and bring back a few more trucks from Black River back into Smithville Dam. So we'll grab the GMC and I'll attach up one of the fuel tailors onto that, and we'll then winch the Kodiak behind us with the other fuel trailer, and that'll start to really get us somewhere. Just do a bit of fiddly U-turn. Okay, so we've got that one. Take a little trip around the square. Or maybe I could even cut through the churchyard. I don't generally like towing behind a fuel trailer, simply because it hasn't got a rear towing spot, if you know what I mean. So you sort of tow from the side, which is never as good. I'm just going to change view now to be behind the trailer. Let's see. That's about as close as I want to be. How much it's going to cut this corner. Okay. And here we have the convoy of non-four-wheel drive trucks. Let's see how this goes. Just proves to be too annoying, I might snap this. In fact, I'm going to. Oh. Yeah. See how much it's sort of pulling on the side of the fuel trailer. In fact, I'm going to stop the engine. Let it go. So we're now going to do it in 2 goes. I think we'll find, I can tell by the sunlight, it's almost certainly gone 8 o'clock now. I'm just going to run these guys onto the gateway, and that will be all we'll do. But that'll be a good day's work. So we've we managed to finish the logs to the workers contract and then move the fleet into Smithville Dam. That's the sort of the highlight of the day, so that's not too bad. Let's just jump back into the Kodiak and bring him with us. Oh, that's interesting. That's been a pretty good day's work. We've managed to get this done. These logging contracts just take so much longer than the cargo type contracts because you've got to travel all the distance to do the delivery and then all the distance back again to start the next one. But particularly for long logs. But that is the nature of logging. We'll now be pretty much set for starting out of Smithville Dam to do Timber at Arms Reach tomorrow morning. Cool bananas. Stop engine. We'll just... Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh well, I pressed square by mistake. Well, that's fine. I think that'll do for the day. I'm going to leave it with the truck sitting in the starting spot of Smithville Dam. So at least we'll be there. We'll just pause straight away. So that's the end of the day. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We did particularly well with the with the quarry. At least we got through it. And are on to the next part of logging tomorrow. Hopefully you can join me then. Thanks for that. Bye for now.